Welcome to all ME3I student. Myself Sinde Devi conduct a lecture on the subject Mechanical Working Drawing. That is course Mechanical Working Drawing. The course code is 22341. Today I will conduct a lecture on Unit 1, that is the development of lateral surface of the solids. Solids are the same as we have studied in the last semester, that is 2I, that is engineering drawing. The solids are cylinder, cone, pyramid and prisms, cube and tetrahedron. Now let us see the definitions of the development of lateral surface of the solid. We will take an example. Suppose a square prism solid is wrapped around by using a paper. Now, when this wrapper is opened and sprayed on a plane surface, the resulting figure is called the development of surface of the solid. Now, what are the methods of the development? The first is parallel line method, second is radial line method, and third is approximation method. The methods are divided according to the types of the solids. Here in our syllabus, the base and top are cut to the required geometric shape and fastened suitably. Maximum development of lateral surface of the objects are only shown and studied. Now let us have a look on the prisms and cylinders development. The methodology used here is the parallel line development method. Now the picture which is shown here, first the square prism is wrapped with the paper, again by naming it for the surfaces, each lateral surfaces, top face as well as the bottom face. The same number has been adopted, transferred to the pages or paper, and now this folded paper is made unfolded and it is laid on the single plane, which is shown in the third figure with the name, that is the development of the surface of the prism. Now let us look for the first problem, that is draw a simple problem, that is draw the development of lateral surface of the right square prism of edge of base 30 mm and axis 50 mm long. Here the prism axis is perpendicular to the HP. Now the top view observed is the square. Here the square and the front view is the rectangle, that is length of the axis. Now here the development, the square prism has 4 side rectangular faces. Now this, if you see the development, that is A, B, C, D, A, that is the perimeter of the top view, and the height of the development is the height of the front view. Next, here in the figure, the development of the cylinder is shown. It is rolled by the paper, again it is unrolled, and as in third figure it is shown that the total rolling is on a single plane of that unfolded paper, and that is the development of the cylinder. Now the second problem is on the cylinder drum, simple problem having diameter 40 mm and height 60 mm. Now first we have drawn the top view, that is circle, front view, that is rectangle, and here the length of the development, that is 1256. That is pi d, that is the circumference of the top view, that is the perimeter of the top circle, that is circumference, and height is equal to the height of the front view. Here the naming for the top face and bottom face are shown, which we already studied in the 2I. Next we will see for the problems which will take the cutting sections of the development of lateral surface. Here the solid is hexagonal prism, edge of base 20 mm and axis 50 mm long, rest with its base on HP such that one of its rectangular face is parallel to VP. It is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP, inclined at 45 degree to HP and passing through the right corner of the top faces of the prism. Now we have to draw the sectional top view, develop the lateral surface of the truncated prism. Now if you look at the figure, first we have drawn the top view, that is we have to draw the top view, that is hexagon. Here we are named as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the 6 corners of the hexagon. Again it is named as A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1 because it is the top view of the whole hexagonal prism, top face, bottom face. Now the point AA1, BB1 indicates the rectangular faces. All the faces, there are 6 rectangular faces that are bonded to each other. Now, after drawing the top view, that which face is parallel with respect to VP, that is FF1 and EE1, that is the rectangular face, that is parallel to VP. Now, after drawing the top view, we have to draw the front view by taking the axis length 50. And first you have to draw the development of the simple hexagonal prism, that is length of the development is equal to perimeter of the top view, that is 20 AB, P1 to C1 20, C1 to D1 20, T1 to E1 20, E1 to F1 20 and F1 to A1 20 mm. That is the perimeter of the top view. That each side is 20 mm, so 120 mm is the length of the development. And what is the height of the development? That is the height of the front view, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides and 6 rectangles in the development of the hexagon. Now the cutting plane is acting from the top corner, right side corner, that is the D1 dash, and it is inclined with respect to HP at 45 degree. And a retained portion, here the retained portion is the base portion, that is our requirement of the development. Now how the points are transferred? From the point A1 on the vertical edge, it is a cutting plane cuts the vertical edge A1 at point 1, we have named it 1. B1 we have named 2 dash. Then 3 CC1 we have named 3, and for 4 DD1 we have named a point as a 4 point. Similarly for EEFF we have named as 5 and 6. Now one point where it lies on the a vertical edge A1, so we have transferred in the development at A1. 2 point lies on the BB1, so we have transferred it in the development at 2. Similarly, all the points are transferred. Now the retained portion is from A to N. Which part is observed in the front view? That is the retained portion. If you look at it in the front view, A1 to 1 is of the dark line. In the development, same line will be dark. Similarly, 2 to B1, 3 to C1, 4 to D1, these all lines are shown dark and joined as a dark line. Base is not cut, so it is a dark line. Next, we will see for the next problem, that is hexagonal prism of base side 20 mm and height 45 mm is resting on one of its ends on HP. With 2 of its lateral faces parallel to VP, it is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP and inclined at 30 degree to HP. The plane meets the axis at a distance of 20 mm above the base. Full stop. Draw the development of lateral surface of the cone of the lower portion of the prism. The same problem here I can repeat it, only the cutting section, cutting plane acting, that is at 20 mm from the base. The similar method is adopted. First you have to draw the top view, front view, name the points, again transfer the points from the same edge of view. That is the shown development. Length of the development is equal to perimeter of the top view, height is equal to front view, points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1 transfer from the front view where they are acting on the same vertical edge. Now we will study the next problem on the pentagonal prism, side of base 25 mm and altitude means height 50 mm, rest on its base on HP, such that edge of base is parallel to VP and nearer to the observer. It is cut by a plane inclined at 45 degree to HP, perpendicular to VP and passing through the center of the axis or the development of the complete surface of the truncated prism. Now here we have drawn the prism. Here the base edge BB1, CC1, DD1, EE1, AA1, that is the corners. BB1, B1 dash and C1 dash is away from the vertical plane and nearer to the observer. So the pentagon is drawn in this pattern. Now here the pentagon, after drawing the top view, we have drawn the front view and the action of the cutting plane according to the problem, that is acting inclined at 45 degree to HP and perpendicular to VP and acting exactly at the center, but that is bisecting the axis. And similarly it curves the vertical edges of the pyramid. We have named for A1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The points are transferred from the same point on the same vertical edges as they are named. Here the same methodology is obtained. Now next problem is draw the development of lateral surface of the lower portion of the cylinder of the diameter 50 mm at axis 70 mm when sectioned by, section means cutted by, a plane inclined at 40 degree to HP and perpendicular to VP and bisecting the axis. Here we have to draw a top view, then front view, again the cutting plane action which is acting at 40 degree exactly at center of the axis, bisecting the axis. We have named the points at the base A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. For the bottom circle, for the top circle, P, Q, R, S, T, E, W, V, W, H. Now the action of the cutting plane on AP. Here it intersects at a point 1. The same point is transferred on the development. Here the development, length of the development is equal to pi d. That is the circumference of the top view. And the height of the development is equal to the height of the front view. Here the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is shown that we have divided the circle into 8 equal parts. So 8 points are seen. Point 1 is named for P and A and that is transferring the development of the same point. Similarly, all the points for the same edges has been transferred and named. The retained portion is the base side. Here we have shown the dark portion. We have joined the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 by a free hand because it is a curved surface, lateral surface is curved. The next problem is a cylinder of a diameter of 40 mm at height 50 mm is resting vertically on one of its ends on HP. It is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP and inclined at 30 degree to HP. The plane meets the axis at point 30 mm from the base. Draw the development of the lateral surface of the lower portion of the prism. Here the same methodology is used. First draw the top view, then draw the front view, then the action of the cutting plane. From the top face it is given 30 to a part acting at 20 mm axis. Then we have drawn the development. The length of development is equal to pi d, that is circumference of the top view, and height is equal to the length of front view. Similarly, we have named the points of the action of the cutting plane. The same point P is transferred on the 1, 1, 1 QR a similar fashion. We have drawn the curve. Base part is written, so it's shown as dark. Thank you.